Alright, welcome back everybody back to CTI Steam 20's channel for more F4 action on a Sunday evening as usual. Tonight we look like we have a 15-car grid coming to you from Belgium. Quite the interesting start to the Belgium race we had last season, where I believe it was Blue Mosquito? I forgot who it was. I think it was Blue Mosquito tried to make a pass in Puan and clip the curb and cause one of the most spectacular crashes I've ever seen. Hello, Chulo. Hello, Jamie. I am joined in the booth today by Lico, who is off to get a bottle of water, so he will be right back. While he's doing that, I'll go over the driver standings, which... Oh, there he is. Hello, Lico. How you doing today? Yeah, F4 always brings some sort of excitement, and it's about time we got to commentate together. We've been trying to do it for a while now, and usually commentate while I'm racing, so it's kind of hard to do it then. Yeah, that won't work. I'd be swearing the whole time. and you're like, what are you mad at? You're 25 seconds behind the guy in front of you. Yeah, I tend to do that a lot. Yeah. I mean, I try. That's all that matters, I guess. Alright, well, while they choose their tires and get ready to make their out laps, we'll go over the point standings here. We have an Aaron-esque type season going for Nick, who has won 3 races in a row and 5 on the season. He has 104 points. Second place is onto the podium with 49 points, 55 behind. And Connor is not here tonight. Drew's in third with 44. He is not here tonight. Stub is in fourth with 38. He is not here tonight. So basically, if Nick wins this race, the championship's all but over. He'll need 7 points next week to clinch the championship. Yeah, he has 5 wins, 2 seconds, and a DNF. And the DNF is the week I did the pre-race interview with him. He says, "I hope I do good today." But is that Southern? Is the first car out, I think? Can't see that. Yeah, it's Southern. Alright, but in fifth is Dane. He has 36 points. Spaniard and Mosquito are tied for sixth with 35. Southern is in eighth with 28. Cheater in ninth with 20, and Lars rounds out the top 10 with 19. So it's pretty close after second. What did Lewis do? Oh, I'm Brett. Whoa. And Brett's off the track, and he almost rejoined in front of Chulo and Betrayer. Interesting outlaps. Yeah, Jamie said in the chat there's no invites yet. Huh. I was talking to Leon earlier, so he should be around. Oh, Brett has put in the F4 chat that his wheel is not working. That is not good. That is essential to driving a fast lap. Alright, so Southern opens up his DRS. Who is it? Oh, geez, Grumpy. Now, over the last couple of seasons, Grumpy has rubbed some experience on the walls in qualifying. Southern's on the DRS of the Kemmel Strait as he heads down toward the right-hander, which I don't know the names of any corners here. Oh. He backed out. So Nick would be next in line, I believe. Yep. Downhill right-hander, which I like to call the Demon Runs Wide corner. As he enters... Really?
Yeah, I just realised. Hello, everyone.
Yes. There's Lickle. Been talking to himself all this time.
Standard. It seems like something I do as well.
Huh. Apparently Lars was ahead of Nick. He must have been way ahead of Nick because I saw Nick leave the pits first. And Lewis. 42.4.
Not bad.
Nick's coming through the chicane. Looks like a lap to beat Lewis's. No, just misses. 17 thousandths. Here comes Alex to the line. Dane goes 142.2. Well, Alex is starting lap. We'll come back to him. Blue Mosquito, as mentioned before, was involved in the most spectacular crash I've ever seen in commentating last season at Spa. I feel bad for Cheater, who was involved in it, and funnily enough, they are teammates this season.
My OSM games are out. Oh, it's a shame that league. But, yeah, Danestar. Wasn't he battling with Lewis last week for the win? And who else was it?
Yeah, it was Nick first, Dane second, Lewis third. They were all nose to tail for the last, until the stream crashed.
Oh, I scored! Go on! F5's having an absolute mare from what I'm seeing. I'm in their chat, I don't know why I'm in there, because I only done commentary for them last week. And they're still not even in the lobby yet.
Yeah, they're 10 minutes late. Oh, Brett pulls off again. I don't know how his wing didn't fall off there. Go on board with Betrayer. He's on the mediums. Surely that's invalid. Oh, he's not even... Never mind. He's not even on ERS.
Brett looks all over the place.
He said in the F4 chat that his wheel's not working.
That's a rip.
Yeah.
Imagine coming through a road and your wheel just dies. Oh god.
Imagine doing that while you're on the pole. Hitting the wall, coming back across the track, and we're having a restart.
You remember going back to F1 last season? I can't remember who it was. So I think it may have been Lee Finley lost the rear coming off Eau Rouge, and he caused like a 6-car pile-off or something.
Yeah, and then before you guys got to Eau Rouge, somebody spun Ash too.
Yeah. Can't remember who it was.
So I remember Ash spun, and there was like a 6-car pileup at the top, and there was quickly only like 13 people left.
Oh, rip. That player's just been sent off, yeah, and the reason why is for Ninja kicking an opponent.
Give him a gold medal for that. Come on, don't give him a red card.
Diamonds in the wall.
Cheater. Did he have contact with Cheater maybe? Because Cheater retired.
I didn't see any penalties given out, so I don't
That's true.
really know.
But Southern's one of the newer guys that's clean. He has a race ban for poor attitude. And then when he was told, he continued the poor attitude. But he'll be back next week at Monza. Josh likes Monza too, so he'll have plenty of time to practice. He'll come back strong next week.
Hopefully, he has potential. Josh he just needs to
Yeah,
stop being a monk, and he's all right.
yeah. He gets a little heated under the collar sometimes, and he lets his emotions get the best of him. But you know, we've all been there.
Yeah, I've had that. Remember that emotions cost me the F2 title a few seasons ago. Back in I think it was season 18. I got constantly getting dive bombed by Hellboy, and I retaliated and pinned him in the wall on purpose, and it cost me the title.
Oof.
Ah, well, he deserved it.
They all do.
Honestly, I was frustrated when that happened.
Sure looks like he has a pretty tidy lap going here.
He does come up with a few funny names as Chillo.
Yes. What was the one last name for Bran? Something internet?
Oh,
Something?
ran the internet shocker.
There you go.
Or stuff like that.
That was pretty good. Oh, and
And he's messed up his lap.
yeah. Brett's in the pit still. We'll go on board with Grumpy, who has a full wing this time.
Neat.
This will be the third spa race I believe I'll be doing as comms for F4, and something crazy always happens here. And
Oh, well.
welcome to the chat,
Crashes.
Mr. Number One Lewis Malam's fan. How you doing tonight, JP? And Lewis Malam is second currently, but only 2.5. Oh no, Grumpy! Oh, he put the experience on the wall again.
That's twice now.
How did he not lose his tire?
Solid for the race.
I hit the wall less than that at Singapore and lost my tire. Alright, let's see.
Who's that mom in the pro commentator's seat?
That would be Lickle. Lickle the Pickle.
Oh, no, never call me that ever again.
Okay.
That's the one name I hate. I've been called it before, and trust me. I just didn't like it at all.
Chulo providing the bottles in the chat.
Basho.
Actually, the way Grumpy season's gone so far, starting at the back, might not be a bad thing here. Very long lap, so
he's creating a new track.
Yeah. And Spaniard goes fourth, right behind his teammate. Go on board with Lars, who is very confident about Spa. He enjoys this track.
You won't be seeing. I need to see this overtake from JP because I haven't actually seen it. I heard it was uploaded.
Yeah, he uploaded it. It was very good. He passed both Williams in turn one, and then the next lap he passed both Williams in turn one again.
Love him.
Lordy has retired. JP drove very well on Thursday. He just, I don't know, half a straight away from finishing the race, he clipped the grass, and it's all she wrote. But he had really good pace with a broken wing in the wet.
Bloody hell, he looked like his wheels all over the place from what I'm seeing here.
Oh, JP, did you see the random 4 floating tires going up Eau Rouge at one point in the race? I clipped it, and I think Jack found it on stream.
Oh, that second one was so much better than the first one.
Yeah, that second one, he just like in and out, didn't touch anybody, just kept going. The first one, they kind of turned in on him. And yes, JP did race with broken ribs that evening. I couldn't imagine sitting here playing a game that requires concentration with broken ribs because you could barely breathe while having broken ribs.
Must be painful.
Yeah.
I think it was Wednesday night for FRS. I was driving with a black eye and a broken nose. No, not good. I hate it. When driving in pain, it's the worst thing you could ask for.
Yeah, because you need to focus and you're just thinking about the pain.
F1 game we tweet we were in, by the way.
Hey, from. Oh, they did?
Yeah.
It's like every other week the F1 game retweets the F4 stream.
Yeah, it's quite good.
But then I had to wait 6 weeks to get my Abu Dhabi stream unblocked, and I sent them a message and no one replied to it, but then it finally got unblocked, so I guess that works.
Oh, Cody's are a joke sometimes.
Yes.
Well, not sometimes, all the time.
There you go. Better.
Yeah, Chillo's on a good lap, I think.
Yep.
Looks very neat.
Yeah, he didn't mess up in that same spot this time, and it's looking better. Are you surprised to see nobody out on the softs?
Times aren't as quick as I thought though, but maybe indicate a bit of rain.
Oh, we must have missed Dane getting pulled by 200s.
No, I think what's it called? He got didn't he get pole originally off Lewis?
Oh, Chulo pole, 41.9.
What a god!
And Brett gets out of the way for Betrayer. Betrayer and Grumpy, two of the veterans of this whole PSGL thing we have going. Not having very good seasons collectively here as the Ferrari teammates. Hopefully a nice race here for both of them will get them kick-started for the end of the season and bring momentum for next season as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I just noticed I've done this whole qualifying with onboard cameras. I never went to the TV cam.
Oh, I always think to myself for the race, I need to use more like broadcast and more see, and then when it comes to the actual thing, I barely use it. I don't know.
Well,
It's a weird one.
I know from now on at Abu Dhabi, it has to stay on board because if you get the helicopter shot, you get your stream banned. So.
Guess I'm a lucky child then, aren't I?
Yes. Let's see. Blue is on an out lap. Southern's up on his time, so we'll go on board with him.
Martin, make me a sandwich, Matt. Do it yourself, you lazy man.
Make you a sandwich. No, knowing you want an egg sandwich. I forget what you put on it. Maybe cheese. I don't know. Shula is retired. Probably invalidated his final run. Oh, hey, that's racist, Fish. It's not only pasta 'cause I'm Italian. There's pizza too.
Oh, when I went to Italy a few years ago, in Venice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my aunt lives there, and literally down the road there's some really nice. There used to be some really nice pizza shop. Oh, that's the only reason why I loved going there because the pizza was really nice.
And it's always homemade too.
Yeah.
Southern improves up to 5th. Actually, believe it or not, Fish, my specialty is chicken parmesan. Go on board with Lewis as he's on his final lap. Was in a practice session with him earlier. He did a 42.1. See if you could duplicate that or even improve that. Asian pasta is good. Grumpy has retired. Well, at least he'll get fresh tires, and he won't get run over from behind, probably. Betrayer retires from
Oh,
10th.
Gaines is absolutely.
You don't want my mom's cooking fish if you don't enjoy food poisoning. Here comes Lewis into the bus stop. Fitting, because he'll be taking the bus tomorrow to school. And he comes to the line. 42-1, just like he did earlier.
That could be a really good starting position, to be fair. Trillo could arguably be in the worst position.
Yep. First place is the outside of turn 1, right?
Yeah, not even that, to be fair. With the run on the Kemmel Straight, up over 2 Rouge, and then into the end of the first sector, the slipstream's mad. If you watch the real life Grand Prix, you see 4 wide between Hamilton, Vettel, Perez, and Ocon.
Yep.
Things like that could happen.
Yeah, the Force Indies had a strong showing at the beginning of that race.
Yeah, first race is Racing Point, I do believe, as well. And I
Correct.
wanted Ocon to get into the lead, to be honest.
Didn't they finish, what, 4th and 5th or something? But anyway, Chulo on pole, Lewis in 2nd, Dane in 3rd. Nick in 4th, so the top 3 from last week are in the top 4 qualifying this week. Southern in 5th, Spaniard in 6th, Lars in 7th, Blue Mosquito in 8th, Alex in 9th, Pete in 10th. And starting on fresh tires, we will have Betrayer, Lordy, Grumpy, Cheater, and Brett. And 4 to 5 are veterans of the league. So, if you were one of the 5 guys starting on the fresh tires, do you choose the mediums or do you choose the softs?
Oh, trust me.
Oh, you choose the inters because it's
Absolutely
raining.
hates
Never
it.
mind.
Oh, never mind, yeah. To be fair, remember Lewis last season in F6 around here? The
Yep.
guy had balls of steel, bloody taken over each flat. I mean, had me on the edge of the seat.
He had a great setup and he made it work. And he did say earlier when we were talking to him that he was hoping for rain today. And now he's starting 2nd and he's got his rain. Not well, it doesn't look too dark out there, so maybe it's only the beginning of rain.
Who do you think will win?
I mean, it's gonna be hard to argue against Lewis the way he raced last time in the rain here. Nick, I mean, he's pretty much been unbeatable this season. And I don't know, outside the top 10, I think Lordy Boy might surprise us.
Lordy used to race in F1 a few seasons ago, believe it or not. Me and him had quite a few incidents, if you ask me, which led to my demotion. Yeah, Lordy definitely can get through the field and be up there.
Yeah, that demotion didn't last long when you dominated that Australia race. Right back to F1.
Yeah, I remember. that got pushed off at turn 1 and then managed to get past Odem and just ran a lean and onside, didn't bin it in turn 11 and 12 for the rest of the race and proved to work. And then up to F1 to go after China. So, yeah.
And hello, Gaming Alamanda. Welcome. And Josh. I know Josh rather be racing, but get your practice in, Josh. We got Monza next week. But back-to-back commentaries. Yeah, I can imagine. I get tired doing one, and I barely talk half the time.
Remember, I used to I think it was Singapore one season. It was raining, and I was by myself for the whole race.
Oh yeah.
And it's not good. I think JP got 4th, you got 6th that race.
Yeah.
Not good having long races like that.
That was an interesting race that day. Everybody crashed when it was dry, and then when it turned wet, no one crashed.
Weird, very weird. Guess drivers prefer rain. I don't know.
Oh. So certain parts of the track here looks like bright in the sky, but who knows? It's awfully foggy in Sector 3, though. Yes,
Yeah,
Martin got
I
third in that
do believe
race.
Ardennes Forest. Did the Ardennes Forest in Belgium, if I'm correct? Not 100% sure. My history isn't exactly, or my history and locations ain't exactly the greatest, but I do believe it's the Ardennes Forest here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I'm not sure, but if you have any Belgian questions, Game Freaker and F3 would be happy to answer them. His home Grand Prix today.
Or
Good luck
Lucy.
to Game Freaker and F3. I know there's other.
Lucy is Belgian as well.
Yeah, actually, he won the race last year, didn't he? Or last season.
Yeah, he
He
came in, dominated, and fished. Fish. I knew I messed up as soon as I said history. Don't worry, I knew it. I was hoping someone didn't point me out. I watched it back.
Oh, all right. And Jack tells me he does it. Oh, there's 15 drivers, 7 staff. Okay, you watch from 8 on down. And away we go. Well, not as bad as a start last week as Lewis had. He had a shocker last week. Got bored. Oh!
Oh!
And is that Chulo around?
Oh, huge crash! Huge one!
Southern's out again? Wow. Was that Chulo that started that spin? It looked like a Williams.
No, I think it was Lewis. I don't know. From what I see, the donor, not being biased or anything, but what I saw, it looked like Chulo got attacked from behind, and then yeah, that happened.
Man, Lars can't catch a break. He breaks his wing in the first lap every race.
I felt like me and him had the same problems. Always lose our wings in the first lap.
Man,
Last clean race I got was Bahrain.
I just switched too from the TV cam to on board, and I missed it. So Nick's leading, to the surprise of nobody, since he's been leading the whole season.
What a genius he is.
Blue Mosquito makes it through Puan this season, so that's good to see.
So Lewis is going quicker than these two already. That's noticeable.
Yeah, last week he had the quickest car, the top 3, and Nick and Dane were working together to keep him behind, because I know they're in a party together. Ooh, do you really want to go side by side there? Oh, be patient, Lewis. As he's patient, he backs out. Ooh, Lewis, better exit, maybe? See, if that was JP, he would have did a double overtake.
Position to Chillo.
Yes.
What? Ow.
I don't know. I think. Oh no.
Maybe death.
Late
Oh,
on
God,
the brakes
Lewis.
for Lewis. And he gets back by Chulo. Chulo's in a forced India sandwich. Are we gonna have to call them Racing Point on next game?
I can imagine people would tell you to, but I'll just still call it Force India.
I'll just call him the paint car.
Pink Panther.
Fish says he would love to go to this race one day. And maybe Fish, get that off your bucket list. I don't know. If I were to go to one, I would pick Canada or Monza. Since I live probably about 8 hours from the Canadian track. Oh, Lewis had a moment. Saved it, though. Dane almost 2-second lead now. So his car's reacting to the wet better than Nick's. Frome says it's cheaper.
Ooh,
The hell is that? Oh, Nick's into the pits?
you coming in for tries? Surely not.
No. He has no wing damage.
Must be a ballsy strategy call for Stan for tries. Oh, it's enabled! DRS enabled, he's made a masterclass of a call.
It's still raining, though. And he's got
He's
mediums.
fitted mediums. They're going to take forever to heat up.
Although everyone out there does look like they're just sliding around.
I'll keep the gap to leader, I can let you know.
Yes, as Big C says in the chat, mega call from Nick. And you know what? He has made the right calls all season. So let's see how this one works out for him. Brett's going on to the softs.
Brett binned it.
Oh. Spaniards on softs. Nick's teammates. So both Saubers are on dry tires now. Alex trying to make a move on Chulo. Surely not there. Yep. Backs out.
It's not time yet.
This kind of reminds me of the first commentary. Right? Whoa! Betrayer flying around the outside of Blue Mosquito. And now they down the inside of Alex. Lordy Boy up to 6th.
Not time for dries yet. Nick's lost.
Oh, Betrayer!
Oh, Betrayer! Wow.
That experience helped him save it. Betrayer does like mixed condition races. He won the Canada race last season. Oh, Lordy! Save it! Save it! He got it.
Give that a solid 9 out of 10.
Yes. Yep. Blue, Lordy, and Grumpy all into the pits at the same time. So GP1 Alex stays out. The rain has stopped. Oh, no, it hasn't. I bet. It's very little rain.
Where's Nick?
Yeah, mostly his new job is during the week. Or most of his long days are. So Grumpy does get the race on Sunday still.
Look at the overcut Lewis got. Lewis is 6 seconds ahead of Nick.
Yeah, him and Dane pit the same lap, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis is 6 seconds. Dane's on a 2-stop surely, where Lewis could be on a 1-stop this year at the end of the race.
That's true. I mean, I did do 15 at the start yesterday, so 18 is possible.
What's your tires on at the end?
Oh, I don't check my percentages. I think I was like... I did check at one point. I was at 45 on like lap 13, I think.
Decent.
Yeah, well, remember, I don't go fast enough to get tire wear, so... And then I pit, and they gave me softs instead of supers. Oh, Brett has given up. At least he didn't retire the car on purpose this time, like he did at his first race as a reserve. Oh. Nick is looking to catch Chulo for 4th. And Alex's pit will promote Dane back to the lead as he had before the round of pit stops. And Lars should be pitting as well. Then everybody would be on dries again.
Look at Betrayer in the supers.
Yep. Look at that. What a move. to the outside of Nick. And he has the DRS.
Show him how it's done.
But he's
Show
not
him
using
how
it.
it's done. Can he possibly have a DRS failure?
I don't know.
Oh, he's through.
But with the softer tire, he gets it done pretty easily without the DRS.
Lars has had an absolute mare.
Lars could make it to the end on those mediums, so don't count him out of the points yet. I think
see a huge crash up over Rouge.
Oh, Betrayer's flying. Do you reckon Betrayer's gonna go super supers to end the race?
I say super softs.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say from like 4 to 13 to 22 maybe. Dane with the fastest lap.
Dane's flying.
Yeah, that was his first legit lap on the softs. Since the out lap was gonna be poo. Yeah, before that lap started, the gap was 4 seconds. Yes, Blue is looking racy for him, and so is Betrayer, as he is tracking Chulo down. And he's going up. You know, everyone's going to argue what it's called anyway. He's going flat.
I hated that. I hated when people say, like, it's Radion actually, and well, Radion Rouge.
I just call it the hill. But
there's
yeah.
the argument, I guess.
So Blue's catching Nick again. Betrayer didn't open up his DRS again going down the straight, so maybe he does have a failure currently. Which is unfortunate because while he's on the supers, he wants to make up as much space as he can for when he pits again. Hello, Apex Online Racing. Welcome. So currently the only battle on the track is Blue with Nick. Dane with another fast lap. Blue just got a 5-second penalty for barely going over the curb. GG, Codemasters. That should just been a warning, but you know, you do you.
Did you get that stop-go thing that some people had last night, where they run like a slight little bit wide out the bus stop, and they get a penalty for it?
Did I get it? No. I didn't even get a warning last night. Thoughts on Lordy Boy? He was my pick to win from outside the top 10 today. He's always strong. He's had a lot of bad luck, but, you know, he's got a lot of clean track in front of him, so that will help him for the second half of the race. Oh, and right on cue, Lordy gets the Frome penalty.
Oh, that was a veteran injury. I definitely get to that category. I'm voice changer. I'm actually like
I am kind of curious to see if they get this Veterans League running. It'd be cool to see like everybody that's raced against each other forever, no matter what the pace difference is. Make them feel like they were back in the original F1.
Look at realistic ones. If I say like Grumpy and Big C going, Big C being like a hat, not a hat, saying like a Salmon, Grumpy being like Deadpool. Be interesting. We'll let you know.
Yeah. By the way, your mic is really low, Blickle.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah, Betrayer's supers are dead, by the way.
Yeah, they don't last too long. Especially when you're just pushing.
Yeah, well, does he use will, or do you know, or...
Yes, Betrayer is on the wheel.
Tyre ain't greatest then, is it? Because you should be expecting load to last about 7 laps. So, bit of a weird one.
Oh. Oh, there it is. Alex has gone off into the gravel. Cheaters hunting him down while he tries to get the gravel off his tires.
3 Mosquitoes catching Nick, by the way.
Now that gap's been steady 6/10.
I just came on with it, really.
It's 6/10 in the corners and 8/10 on the straight. Oh, he's there. What will he do with the DRS?
This straight's OP for PRs. Do you remember what I was doing to what's his name? Who was it? I can't remember.
It was Cherry, I think. No,
It
was Jack Lacey.
No, Jack Lacey. Yeah, I kept letting him through the bus and then getting him back on this straight.
I don't know why people are complaining about that. That's pure strategy. You know the strengths of the car you're driving, and that's, you're not doing anything against the rules. Grumpy is out? Damn it, Grumpy. Stop rubbing your experience on the walls.
I got think that's at Eau Rouge.
Wouldn't be surprised, because where he went off twice in qualifying.
Yeah. Well, they'd have done ILR1 and AOR. So, like, sad to see you leave ILR1.
Poor Grumpy. He's our GT Sport Pro Club's captain.
Oh, you know what? I'm grumpy he's crashed. Not happy. Not happy at all.
And Blue has gotten by Nick. Now, with how short the rain was, how many people do you think are on dry setups and how many people are on wet setups?
I don't think any of you on the wet setup now. I mean, if it was that long, then no, just went dry.
Oh wow, look at Nick's straight line speed.
Wow.
That wasn't even a contest.
let him through a bus stop, go through down into at the end of the Kemmel Straight. Perfect tactics, lads. Don't be surprised to see me doing it a few times this week. Keep it PG. Annoy some people.
The liquid tactic.
See, I know, Venom remembers, I like that. Say hello to Lickle for me, Matt. Hello, Aaron. How are you?
Yeah, he can read the chat, Aaron.
see round 2.
Oh, I thought it was raining again. It's
Good.
just leaves falling.
Aaron, I'm gonna prove all these people wrong tomorrow. I'm getting a podium.
Hey, what do you mean by you people?
Like what? Oh, like Aaron thinks everything's gonna crash out. I'm gonna prove all the people wrong. I'm gonna get a podium tomorrow. You know what? Get me in for your race tomorrow. I want to be in there. Get me in.
Oh, Dana's pit for mediums. That gives the lead to Lewis.
Look at Nick.
Bye-bye, Dane. Warm mediums versus cold mediums right there.
Oh, Dane be kicking himself. And yes, Aaron, I want to be in for the whole race. Give you a live race update from Lickle's POV.
I'm stuck in the pits.
Oh,
That's stupid
get damaged. Yeah, I'll get damaged lap 1 and stuck in the pits. It's my typical luck. Something always screws me over when I'm gonna win. I just don't let me win.
It's like in the live update from the pits from Lickle. I'm still sitting here. There's a guy in the garage eating a cheeseburger. No one's tending to the car.
Get your fat ass off and get me moving. Oh god, it's starting to Lickle dropping stuff again.
At least didn't land on your
I haven't done
ankle.
that in quite a while. Oh, that's the worst. You get the controller and it literally goes in between the 2 bikes. Oh, it's not nice.
Oh wow, it's gone from rainy to, hey look, the sun's out. And Betrayer's in. Probably putting mediums on. Unless the softs could go 10 laps.
Should be able to, I think. Yeah, you hope so. Do you think Lewis can win this race? I reckon Dane will catch him.
So I don't want to say no because then I would be yelled at for being biased. But I think his tire's going to be too old at the end if he stays out.
Oh, well, you never know if Lewis saves him.
Oh, Dane's on the mediums. On my screen, he has softs on the car itself.
Standard Codemasters.
That reminds me, the first race I ever did here was the race that would rain for 22 laps, and they stayed dry tires. When, ooh, Dane just clipped the curb there. When Miles 22 crashed out, he had 1 super soft tire, 1 medium tire, 1 soft tire, and 1 Inters tire on his car. So,
it looked like when Brian lagged out last night, he had hard tires on. Like,
Dice
it looked
Blues?
like from like 2016.
Or the orange ones?
Orange tires. Yeah, it looked like he had orange tires.
It's a beautiful day here in Belgium.
We'll always welcome Oogie to F6, Aaron. We'll always have him there.
I could use a teammate next season in F6. I don't think my teammate's going to be in F6 anymore next season.
He's got to go up. I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to go up, surely. And JP, I said from 2016 and 17, the hard tires they look like.
According to the chart thingy, when the game came out, there's the blue ones that you race at Britain, and then there's also orange ones called Super Hards or something.
I've never seen them. I think they're more of a testing tire.
Yeah, probably.
Pointless.
I remember when Spain used to have the hard tires, and now they actually drop down to the supers.
Yeah, I think I like what they do though. I like what they do about They bring one quali tyre to a track and then 2 race tyres. It mixes up strategies quite a bit.
Yeah. It's like, do you prefer the long game or do you prefer to start up front?
I think now in F1 I might just try to start at the front as much as I can. But every time I'm mid-pack I seem to break my wing on lap 1. Not good.
Now, one of these days I'll qualify higher than last.
Ooh, sector 2. Cheater. I think he's slowing down to a tyre. Oh no, he's just got no wing.
Yeah, cheater don't quit. Considering he's still 20 seconds ahead of Laura, so he's still in the points. He could get away with pitting.
Did you see that thing that they're potentially thinking about bringing the Formula E in racing London where it goes underground and on ground?
Really?
It's awesome.
I mean, they kind of do that at Abu Dhabi with the pit. But Betrayer's catching Alex for 7th. Yeah, Venom. Today's the first race for Indy cars. Lars is gonna bite cheaters in the pits, obviously. So you gotta get that new wing, some fresh rubber. No surprise, Will Power is leading. He's a pretty strong driver.
See Lewis's gap, not coming down to Dane at all.
And Dane's not really cutting into Chula anymore either.
Bit of a stalemate at the moment.
So maybe it was the correct call for Lewis to stay out. Can he go 7 more laps on the mediums? Stay tuned, and we'll find out. As long as the game doesn't blue screen like it did last week. Game blue screens in the second sector of the final lap.
No, not again. And then wherever Ericsson goes, he seems to be finishing down the back. Yeah, I think he needs to look for a new line of work if you ask me. Racing's not his thing.
Actually, I could pull up on my phone. It'll be on the ESPN app. Well, I won't say who.
Catching quite quick.
Oh, there goes Betrayer. Oh, no, he backs out. He had a hell of a run, though. I won't say who won the race on here, because I know Dre watches the streams and he hates when the races get spoiled.
That's that Will Power won it.
Ooh. It actually doesn't even pop up on here. It only pops up the NASCAR race.
Ooh, Lewis has had a big bump. Lewis has had enough somewhere. Or he maybe just saved the RS. He's 2 seconds slower than his previous fastest lap, or his fastest lap.
And maybe he's trying to conserve some tire wear.
He's got this race in the bag, if you ask me. Just don't bottle at Lewis.
Think he's commentating to himself while he's leading.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like, coming through Eau Rouge now, at a grand speed of 190 miles an hour, finishing the first sector. Now coming down into this very understeery corner. I make a few twitches with the wheel, but still make the corner.
It's like,
Now to this corner where I'll hit the wall.
it's like, oh look, a butterfly. And Betrayer gets by Alex for 6th.
JP, I'll have to decide F6 or F7 this is a tough choice while getting. Well, F6 is the obvious option. And you're correct, Matt.
See, I knew I'd be right, Martin. Ooh, a surprise winner in the Indy race. Let's see, where's Ericsson? Ericsson finished 20th. He got 10 points.
How many drivers?
24.
He's just trash.
And F1 at one point, wasn't
Yeah, for Super Guri, I'm pretty sure.
he? Yeah, he finished 19th.
Well then. And I said, JP, better choose F6.
So Betrayer has pulled out to almost a full second on Alex. As Alex goes through the ghosted car of Brett. Imagine if the cars didn't ghost. Take a look at Spaniard here as he's tracking down Lars for 9th. JP, I think he's talking about the week before where you were like 7th or 8th or wherever you were.
Wait, where did JP crash?
Literally right before the chicane. On the last lap.
What, the fast corner?
Yeah, he put one tire in the grass.
Oh.
And he was going to get 5th or 6th on penalties too.
Oh, get your bottles out.
Yeah, JP and I were even this week. We both finished 10th.
You two need. Oh jeez, my mic got pretty close to my mouth there. You two need to get back into F6. You have your little time trial wars like you two have.
Yeah, that was good fun.
One day you'd beat him, next day he'd go beat you, then they'd go back. Makes each other quicker.
It definitely was working at the beginning of the season. We were both scoring points, and it was fun. Then we both started fading away at the end.
Especially because people like Lucy came in and pushed everyone down the pack.
Yep. And then, to no fault of his own, JP DNF'd in the final race because HMFC was trying out the wheel for the first time and lost it in front of JP and took him out.
What track was it again last time?
Abu Dhabi.
That track's just trash.
Yeah, I know. That was the only race I've ever done there.
Is it on the calendar for this season?
No. This season goes Monza, Baku, Japan, Mexico, USA, not in that order. I think Japan's last. Spaniard gonna make a move on Lars around the outside? Nope. Austria was your points finish. Okay, yeah, you were 8th in Austria. I remember that one. Dana's catching Chulo. Ever so slightly.
Let's check OSM. Our match is in play.
Oh, here comes
This
Spaniard.
is Lewis's race to lose now.
Yeah. He's at the point of no return. He's on those tires the rest of the race. Nice.
Should be a win for him.
Nice battle between Spaniard and Lars.
Oh, please beat Wolves. They've got a 58 rated goalkeeper in golf. If I lose to them, I think I might just delete the app.
I would too.
Come on. 1-0, let's go. Three minutes in.
Fromm says 18 laps is fine on the mediums. That's good to hear. I did 15 last night, and then I pit. Although I do like Spa. I have done 3 league races here in PSGL Spa, and I have never been lapped. So I like this track.
That's something to be proud of.
I know.
Oh, nice to win 2-0 now in 10 minutes.
I finished 9th, 10th, and 10th in those 3 races. Oh, Lars with a switchback. And there's still a piece of wing laying down there in turn 1.
Bring out a safety car.
Imagine.
There's a puncture.
There's a debris on the track, and it happened 18 laps ago, but we think we need a safety car now.
Just imagine though, imagine, remember F1 when there was like a 2 laps to go at Italy in that pre-season with the safety car?
Yeah, I remember that. And then everybody crashed because they were so wound up close together.
No, it's just instant death.
I'm on board with Spaniard, and on the steering wheel it says Alfa Romeo on it, and every time I see the words out of the corner of my eye, I think it's popping up to say somebody retired. Ooh, Dana's within a second of Chulo. Chulo made a boo-boo, because Lewis is up by 6 seconds now.
Oh no.
Which helps Lewis out, if he needs to save more tire.
Yeah, he's definitely got this in the bag now. Remember though, he's bottled it multiple times in the last laps before. Hopefully, don't do it now.
You know, there's been warnings issued throughout F4 for people's driving standards and everything, and since that warning, Lewis has drove masterfully with a 3rd last week and possible win today.
Well, that put him in the championship, if you know. About 8th, I'm gonna guess.
Oh, where? I was gonna say no one's catching Nick. It's pretty much done. Laggy is 12th on. He has 18 points coming in, so that would put him at 34, which would put him in 8th. Yeah, because Cheater's...
Oh, correct. Wow.
Yeah. Cheater's not getting points. Southern's not getting points. Lars is only getting 1 point. Lordy... What's he? 3 points? Yeah.
Yes, lads. Watford up to 15th in the table now. Crucial win. Now let's go to United OSM career mode.
Dana's gotten by Chulo.
Can Chulo get back? Most probably.
That must be scary going up there in the dirt here. Oh my god, look at that run.
Bye, see you later.
Impressive straight line speed by Chulo there. Whoa. While they keep battling,
yes.
Lewis is going by.
Oh yeah, JP, I'm playing Newcastle by the way, and you're already losing. And you let Fred score against you.
Yeah, Chulo's having a hell of a race, AMS. He qualified on pole. I haven't talked to him in a long time. We'll get to do a podium interview if he keeps on track for 1 more lap. It's going to be Nick's worst finish of the season on a race he finishes.
Imagine that. Your worst race of the season you finish, you're still P4. Bloody hell.
Yeah, he had 1 DNF,
F2.
but yeah. Oh no, Chulo! Are you kidding me? And there goes Nick onto the podium. It looked like he put a tire in the grass and he just turned it into the wall.
I thought he got hit originally.
Now, from my point of view, Dane didn't touch him. All right, Lewis
Nice
is
one.
into turn 1 on the final lap. You know, he didn't get the win last week for his birthday that he wanted. But, you know, sometimes belated birthday presents are good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, please.
Hi,
Oh,
Josh.
Triller got a puncture.
Really?
Oh, that's worrying for Lewis now. Save your tires, Lewis. Save everything.
Hey, he almost has no more fuel, too. Yeah, I was going to say, I know Dane didn't touch him. It looked like he touched the grass, but must have been after the tire let go.
Disappointing. Can we get our bottles out for Chillo, please?
Nah, that's not even a bottle. That's the game screwing him. Bottle would be he did it by himself.
Yes. Why Mata scored? JP, you're losing 2-0 now.
Lewis into the bus stop for the final time. And Lewis is a PSGL. Holy Jesus. He's a PSGL F4 winner. It's his second career PSGL win, including 2 preseason wins as well. Dane will finish second. Nick will still get on the podium. He'll finish second. Jesus. When it rains, it pours for the rest of the league. Blue will
Come
get
on.
fourth.
Yes, we. Oh, stop. He still finishes fourth though.
Yeah.
Impressively.
And Blue never gets penalties, too. Alex will get sixth. Lordy Boy will get seventh. Chulo comes on for eighth. Still solid. I know he wanted the second, but good recovery to keep your cool and get the last lap done.
JP, I'll only sell you Dini for 18 million. No less. Go away.
Houdini.
Running the Houdini.
Spaniard the ninth, and Lars will get the final point unless Cheater has no penalties. Nope. Lars will get 10th. Alright. Oh god, Lewis is gonna talk our ear off. Are you prepared? I'm gonna ask the question and I'm gonna like hide. Alright, so Laggy with the win. Nick in second with no penalties. You know, it sounds like a Nick race. Keep it clean. Dane in third. Blue Mosquito in fourth. Would he have got? Oh no, he was too far behind with the penalty. Betrayer fifth. Alex in sixth. Lordy Boy in seventh. Chulo in eighth. A Spaniard in ninth. And Lars rounds out the points in 10th. So we'll get
Do you want me
Laggy.
to suggest them?
Sure. You friends with Awful?
Not with Nick. I think with Nick, but not the thing. But it's easy. I can just search your name up and get him.
Okay. Bye, JP. See you Thursday.
Lewis, Nick,
Lewis.
Nick, and what's his name? That should be when I find him now. Come on, load PSN. Load. Oh, for God's sake. It's not loading. There we are. That should be your top 3.
Alright. Go quicker than you do on the wheel.
If I did, then I'd be shocked.
He's like, okay, boys, I'm racing F1 on the pad this week.
I expect about 6 cars into the forest. maybe one upside down in the pits. Who knows?
That that would be me because I have a history of flipping the car on this game. All right, everybody's in. Everyone, make sure your voices are allowed to be shared so your fans can hear in the chat. So we'll do the podium interviews a little differently this week, and we will start with third place with Dane. Take us through your race, and what did you see from your perspective when Chulo got the puncture?
Was a good start into got into the leads after the front two made contact. Then went onto the soft tires, even though I should have probably went onto the mediums and gone to the ends. But after I saw him get the puncture, I thought I was really good, happy about that because I had 6 seconds worth of penalties, so I wouldn't have got a podium if he never. So it was a good race all in all, good to get another podium and let the podium or DNF streak continue.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. It's not always a bad thing as long as you keep getting the all part of it. Do you have any questions for him, Liquid?
What's Italy like as a track for you?
Italy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next week's Italy.
Oh, it's alright track. Cascari is a bit of a struggle, but other than that, I got a decent pace around there. Hoping to do well.
Sounds good. All right, so congratulations again. We'll move on to Nick, who finished in second today, who didn't look like he was going to get a podium at all. And Chulo got a puncture, and he gained another spot in penalties. So strong finish into second for Nick. How was your race today?
Yeah, it was really difficult. I struggled so much. Qualifying, the car felt really good. Could have gone a bit quicker, but happy with P4. And then the start of the race, I just avoided again the carnage between the top two, although I think they continued on after. Um, and then I just struggled so much in those conditions. And then I just decided, I thought at the start of the race, I actually tried to put dry tires on at the start, but it wouldn't let me. So as soon as I heard the engineer say, I dived across into the pits. But the mediums were so difficult to warm up. And then I never felt comfortable. Blue Mosquito was attacking me until about halfway through when the sun came out. And then when the sun came out, the car came alive a bit. And then I was just pumping him personal best. And I was thinking about stopping again, because I wasn't sure if the mediums would make it to the end. They were looking like they'd hit about 80 by the end, but I risked it. And I decided after lap 17 I wasn't going to look at them again. And yeah, thankfully made it. And yeah, I set my personal best on the last lap. So those mediums are beautiful. But well done to Laggy. I think he definitely deserved to win today. Dane Star probably deserved to finish ahead of me, but yeah, lucky to not pick up a penalty and yeah, finish on the podium.
All right, I'm gonna steal Lickle's question here just for one reason. How is Italy for you? Because next week with a second place finish, you are the champion.
Honestly, I haven't done one lap around Italy on this game. And I didn't race on 2017, so the last time I raced on Italy would have been F1 2016. And it's never really been a track I particularly enjoy. I always find the curbs a little bit clumsy. So we'll see. I don't know what it's like on this game, but it'll be my first time doing it on the wheel, so hopefully it'll be a bit more fun than the pad, to say the least. But I'm not thinking about the championship. I just want to have, good fun races.
See, I like that attitude. Just go out and have fun. Anything to add, Lickle?
No, really. Nick really answered my question. I was going to ask when we were going to be thinking about the championship, but got answered, so no, not really anything to say.
I think he's prepared now because I ask him about the championship every week because he's on the podium every week. All right, now we move to Mr. Laggy Person. I purposely made you wait to the end because I knew how excited you would be. You didn't get the win last week for your birthday weekend, but you got it this week. How's it feel to be a F4 race winner?
It feels good. I mean, I already won pre-season, but it doesn't feel as rewarding as what today does because this one was obviously for points, and it took a lot more effort to win it. So yeah. But the incident at turn one, Chillo's already apologised for it, but he just didn't quite leave me enough room. So he kind of cut me off a little bit, and then when we made contact, I just slammed on the brakes to try and avoid it. Then just tried to manage it through the rain until the tyres came, to the dry came. And then once the dry came, put on mediums because I knew I'd be able to go to the end and just manage them from there.
Now, were you worried about your mediums at the end there after Chulo got his puncture?
No, I didn't. I thought he just binned it, but I didn't know he had a puncture. But mine were only in about 62, 63% overall when I crossed the line.
Oh, wow.
So mine were perfectly fine. I managed mine really well because I was still setting PBs constantly for the past 7 laps.
Nice. Anything to add,
So,
Lickle?
Seeing this your first win in F4, do you think you could possibly go for a late promotion push, or do you reckon it's a bit out of reach?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, if it's there, I'll go for it. But I'm just going to try and enjoy the rest of the season after the shocking start I've had. So I'm hoping some good results follow, like the last 2 races.
All right. Oh, congratulations again. Your first F4 win. So now you have 2 PSGL career wins and 2 preseason wins. All right. So we will be live again next Sunday. I don't know who my co-comps will be yet. I've been trying to pick somebody different every week, so it's fun. But we will be live at 8 p.m. from Monza, one of my personal favorite tracks. So it's going to be a really fun time to watch. And everyone take care and stay safe, and see you next week.